the unblinking mirror of the tide. The old banks recalled what concrete forgot. Water rise, a cold, slow justice, reclaiming the map. Does the river truly remember where we built our homes? The dream began not with a crash, but with a whisper of the soft, insistent pearl of water seeping through stone, a liquid breath that carried no malice, only an ancient, unblinking intent. It was a dream of the earth's profound, indifferent calculus, played out in the relentless rise of the tide. I stood on a threshold of polished obsidian, a silent observer in a world where the horizon had dissolved into a seamless expanse of gray-green. Structures, towers of glass, homes of timber. Ancient bridges emerged from the water like half-forgotten memories, their foundations now submerged in the liquid embrace. The water wasn't violent, it simply was. It pressed against walls with a gentle, inexorable weight, tracing the precise contours of every human endeavor, indifferent to its purpose. There was no rage in its currents, no vengeful spirit in its depths. Only the vast, undeniable pull of gravity, a silent testament to the lowest path. As I watched, a phantom current rearranged the landscape, not destroying, but redefining, relocating a discarded toy, a broken fence, to a new, waterborne resting place. A dance dictated purely by the physics of flow. The air thrummed with the absence of sound, save for the rhythmic lapping that echoed the beat of a vast, unseen heart. Overhead, clouds pregnant with rain mirrored the landscape below, their shadowed forms suggesting not a conscious outpouring, but an immense, atmospheric engine cycling through its eternal processes. I saw the ghost of human hands reaching, building, diverting, yet the water moved with an older, more fundamental wisdom, reclaiming pathways that had been etched into the land long before our first foundations were laid. It was a grand, impartial demonstration of consequence, not of punishment, where every human adjustment to the earth Eskin merely altered the stage 4 forces that would always play by their own immense, unchanging rules. The dream ended not with a sudden awakening, but with a slow, gentle fade, leaving behind the quiet understanding that the earth neither seeks revenge nor grants forgiveness. It simply is a magnificent, dynamic tapestry of forces, and our wisdom lies in learning to weave our lives harmoniously within its grand, impartial design, rather than against its inevitable flow. Did you know? The Great Flood of 1862 was the largest flood in the recorded history of Oregon, Nevada, and California, submerging Sacramento, California under 10 feet of water for several months. Creative tip: when observing natural phenomena like floods or storms, try to document the precise, physical details without immediately assigning human emotions or intentions. Focus on the mechanics, the speed of water, the height of the waves, the direction of the wind. This practice sharpens observation skills and fosters a more objective understanding of nature as power. Scientific perspective: the idea that floods are nature getting back at us resonates with our human feelings of justice and consequence. Yet scientifically, nature operates without intent or emotion. Floods are simply a powerful demonstration of Earth's physical laws. Water, driven by gravity, relentlessly seeks the lowest path when immense amounts of rain or melting snow exceed what the ground can absorb or rivers can contain. Our human activities, whether building directly on ancient floodplains or altering the global climate to intensify storm systems, don't provoke a vengeful planet. Instead, they shift the delicate balances within these indifferent natural systems, making us more vulnerable to their immense and inevitable power. Understanding these profound, impartial processes doesn't make us powerless, but rather empowers us to live more wisely and harmoniously within the dynamic, majestic forces that shape our living world. Philosophical perspective: this raw thought reveals the mind's ancient need to attribute agency and moral intent to the indifferent flux of the cosmos. A flood, a purely physical unfolding of water and gravity, is reframed as conscious retribution, a primal cognitive leap that anthropomorphizes the planet into an avenging entity. It speaks less to nature's will and more to our own emergent guilt. A societal premonition of consequence, where the chaotic roar of water becomes the voice of an ecosystem, finally echoing our collective footprint, a projected reflection of our own species' self-awareness, wrestling with its impact. How might understanding nature's indifference empower us to live more resiliently in a changing world.